you mentioning Kirk having a family and a wife and kids and obviously finding a fit for them as well. Like how much do players think about the city that they're going to? Let's forget about the football team and maybe the situation that they're in and what weapons they might have, but just like the city and the surroundings. Like, do NFL players ever say like, listen, I'd love to play in Jacksonville, for the team, but the city, I don't know about that.
It's a great question. And I actually go through this with players before free agency. And what I say to them is, let's put teams in three categories: tier A, B, C. Tier A, here's what I want for you. And this would be tier A. If you can join a team that excites you football wise, where you jump out of bed with energy every day, and in Kirk's case, you like the quarterback room, you enjoy the organization, you have a chance to win, and you feel really good about the football piece. That's great. Let's check that box. By the same token, when the day ends, you're just as excited to go home, and your wife and your kids enjoy where you're living. If we can find both of those elements, that's tier A. Now, tier B would be, hey, the football is good, don't really love the city, or the city's great, not sure about the football. Let's put them in tier B. Tier C, they better pay a lot of money because I really don't want to play there, right? So the truth is, there's really not that many tier A's. I have right here in front of me, I don't think you can see it, I have all my free agents, and I look at this every day. And part of the exercise in going through this with them is we do this without emotion before free agency starts. Now, when the bullets are flying, for lack of a better phrase, during free agency, and it gets emotional, or maybe we're not getting everything we want, we go right back to our research and say, okay, tier A, tier B, tier C. And, well, this team's tier C is offering a lot of money, but is this really what you want to, where you want to be? And Josh Dobbs is a good example. We talked a lot about, in his case, how important it was to be in a great football setting, So I think that's a great question. And I can't tell you that my early years as an agent, I spent as much time on that. I have learned that that's really important to prepare guys and educate them and have them take ownership that way in telling me, hey, Evan Ingram last year, when he ended up getting franchised, we went through the exercise. We had two teams in tier A because he was so strong about wanting to stay in Jacksonville. Well, because we went through that exercise, it was really helpful for me to understand that, not just know it, but understand it. So when he did get the franchise and we were negotiating with them, I knew how badly he wanted us to resign. And it wasn't about destroying the contract. It was, let's get a good contract, but let's keep you in Jacksonville. So I think I've learned through the years to make this a key part of my process prior to free agency.